little high.
A little high?
Might have been me.
I thought that one I skipped off the target. I mean, I thought for sure it had to be me because yesterday I was shooting 40 yards. I mean, putting them right next to field trips of Exodus. And the Montex for sure the exact same place. But 24 hours later, the Exoduses are skipping off top of the target. I barely hit the target with that last Exodus.
Also of important note, my brand new Reinhardt target no longer has a carry handle because Chris's arrow skipped off the top and completely sliced my handle in half.
So Exodus broadheads are very sharp.
Reinhardt targets are strong. Their weak point is the carry handle.
You aiming at the center?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little high, but
That's fine. Yesterday, this is not high fence for pigs. Any final thoughts before we hang up and go hunt?
maybe after I finish my coffee. Hopefully we kill something today. Because I'm tired.
Chris does not have camera equipment yet, so the plan really is to film my hunt. I'll self-film. Chris will kill a pig, I'll kill a pig. Chris will decide he wants to kill a second pig, so I'll go film his. That's our plan. We'll see how that works.
Plans never work, but we'll do something. It'll be fun.
Well, I'm in the stand. I took the first one. Chris went further down the road. Supposedly I'm in one of the best deer hunting spots on the property, which would be great. But we're hunting hogs. Looks to be pretty good in that aspect too. They've torn the ground up all over the place. There's no feeder per se. There is obvious corn on the ground, but it's very spread out. I'm not huge on baiting, if you haven't figured that out, but it is what it is. And I stand corrected again earlier. It is fenced. It's just like a little 4-foot farm fence that I'm pretty sure the pigs can knock over if they want. So, it is what it is. Didn't have time to go full on free range, so whatever. It's about 10 till 8. I think we're hunting until 10:30 or 11. Go and get some lunch. And then come back out this evening. Apparently we don't get a lot of stand hunters doing this type of stuff here. Most people run dogs. So the guide's very excited. As soon as he drops Chris off, which should have been by now, he's going deer hunting. And then tonight, if we stand hunt again, he's gonna deer hunt. So good luck to him. Nice guy. So we're gonna wait. Hopefully get something on the ground today. Well, it's about 10 after 10. Heard 2 more shots from that group that was out stalking. As far as I know, Chris hasn't seen anything. He texted me earlier and said that he learned today that stand hunting for hogs is as boring as stand hunting for deer. So, probably gonna start packing up a camera here soon before the guide gets back. More than likely, that's right about when the hogs will come in. Go get some lunch. Come back and do it again.
Good shot. Good shot.
Oh, great shot. Oh, you got him. He's no shot here. Robert, take it. He's out of
Yep. He's still alive. Mine's still kicking. He's up here on the right. You can probably get right up to that tree.
Go ahead, hit him again. Watch him, watch him.
He's right in the edge of the woods, Chris. To the right. Make sure mine doesn't bite you.
Fine. You got decent better than him.
He went up to the left.
He broke the arrow off. See it?
Yeah. Right there.
He got hurt and got him sink down. That should have got done.
Yeah, that went straight through. Nice work, Chris. I don't think he just realized how fast he was going. It's hard to hit a wounded moving target.
I'm pretty sure it went through him. It looks like it.
He's straight.
Still on his feet wobbling around. I know that one went through him.
Yep. He's done.
That was a little high, but it went through.
He's hurt.
Not hurt.
No, you're not. There's one right in front of you. Tough
He
animals.
mad that arrow. He trying to chew that arrow up.
Son of a bitch. That's $12. Don't worry about it. I got exciting fast. He's down. He's down. Yes. That's all right.
Say what?
We will get back to you.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I did.
looks like heart blood, ain't it?
That is heart blood.
That one didn't go through the middle, did it?
It's a little high, but it went through.
Yeah, that last shot I took it looked a little high, but
That
it's
is.
straight and steady.
That was a massacre, Chris. Look at that arrow.
G5 Montec.
G5 Montec.
Only took 3.
After the Exodus mishap.
Well, that last one I shot him was an issue.
Was it? Because you ran out.
And I got a fraud here sticking in the skin on, about to come through the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some tough bastards,
He's
man.
still breathing.
They are tough.
Alright, guys, it is October 13th. It is the next day, day after the hunt. Not really sure what order these will be edited in, so a little bit on our thoughts of Loshbough Hunting Lodge, the entire concept of a fenced hunt, and a little bit of explanation of things you missed in the video. First off, there's some wind, there's some strange clicking because the device we used to mount to the camera was cheap. Again, the more you guys like and share, the more people show interest, the better stuff we can justify buying. We will fix that. The end of the video, particularly around Chris's shot, is a little choppy. The obvious reason for that is I had just shot my hog. It was not dead yet, and we were gonna have to walk past it. There was absolutely zero chance that I was letting go of my bow at that point. Neither one of us carried a firearm. You'll see in the video that there were a few seconds there that we began to regret that decision. But I was trying to operate the camera. You'll see in some areas I was trying to zoom while holding my bow. It was a little awkward. So we will replace the device that we had this camera mounted to. It is our first time recording. I don't think it was too bad for that. There was a lot of intense action at the end, so it is choppy and there is an annoying clicking noise. So we apologize for that. What you didn't see was Chris's morning hunt. Like I said, he doesn't have his camera equipment yet. So Chris, you want to talk about that?
Well, I didn't know what to expect when we came into this. It was, honestly, I thought we were just going to show up and there was going to be a big pile of corn in front of my stand, and 5 minutes later the hogs would come in, and that wasn't the case at all. Didn't see anything on the morning hunt, squirrels. I might have seen a deer. We decided, after about 3 or 4 hours of that, we was going to change it up and do our spot and stalk that afternoon. That worked out pretty well. It is nothing that I thought it would be as well. The terrain's rough. We walked 2+ miles easy.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but we're not used to these rocky conditions that they have here in Tennessee. So it was a workout, an absolute workout. And these pigs were not stupid in the least. They were hard to hunt.
Yeah, it is very rocky. There's only so much filming you can do while walking. Chris did a pretty good job. We checked a lot of boulders that the pigs dig under, where they bed. We're used to walking up and down spoil banks. That was kind of normal for us. We cruised a lot of ridge tops, up and down a lot of hills. Coincidentally, you'll see in the video where we find the pigs is a road. The 2 pigs from the shot are actually, we believe, the 2 pigs that we originally stalked. Chris was at a different angle, so some of you will be saying the same thing Chris did, like, shoot the pig already. On the first stalk, that pig was within 25 yards, but where I stopped when he looked up, there were 2 branches blocking the vitals. I was waiting for him to put his head down. 2 steps to the left, I would have had it. The second pig, which is, I believe, the one I ended up shooting, within a few seconds after that, Chris was not in a position to see the pig. But again, it was roughly 25 yards. I had a small hole, but I wasn't willing to take the shot without ranging it first to see if I could squeeze it in there. So that'll be a point in the video where I just kind of stop. You'll see me with my rangefinder and I'm tucking it away. Literally, as I got it up to my eye, the pig bolted. After that, there was a little more walking around trying to cut the pigs off. We think they just laid down and let us walk by them. We looped back around the lake to the road. We had maybe at that point 30 minutes of light left.
Yeah.
We were pretty much working our way out when we encountered them again. The way it played out was we spotted the pigs. They looked like they were going to go up the hill, so we kind of hugged the tree line going down the road, and we were going to come up the hill behind them. Pigs had a different plan. They turned around and came at us. For those of you that don't know, pigs really don't see that well, so they really weren't sure what we were. I'm not sure if the video caught it, but at one point the guide said this is about to get really interesting. Leading up to the shot, we were all kind of formulating in our minds just exactly what we were going to do when these pigs charged us. That's where we regretted not having a firearm. And I think I didn't range it, but they got within 15 yards before they stopped.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to stop.
So yeah, it got pretty interesting from there. I got my pig, and Chris's pig decided to hang out too long to see what was going on, and that was his mistake. Chris, I know the viewers will see it. I was there in real time. Your pig was a little tough to bring down. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. I kind of messed up on my first shot. I didn't have time to range him. I'm usually pretty good at ranging on the fly, and within 5 yards or so. And I estimated him to be about 25 to 30. And I put that pin on him, and well, apparently he was more like 40, 45, and I shot way low, and I broke his leg. And I think that might have been a fatal hit because the way it went through, it broke his leg, and the broadhead we actually found in the vitals, but he wasn't going down. And you'll see the second shot was what really frustrated me. I drew back on him, and everything in my mind was perfect. I had the pin on him. I was mid-release, and he bolted. And I don't even remember him bolting, but as soon as I released, I seen that arrow, miss him a good 3 feet behind him. And I couldn't understand what happened until we actually reviewed the footage. And he was already mid-move while I was in, mid-release. He ran up maybe, 20, 30 yards, and he got broadside. And I was kneeling down at that point, and a perfect shot right behind the shoulder. And he ran up another 20 yards or so, and I believe 2 more in him. And so I had 3 shots in the vitals, and this pig was not going down. We ended up having to put him down with a knife, and that took some time. And when we actually gutted him out, his vitals were shredded. I mean, I clipped the top of the heart with that one shot, and the lungs were just non-existent. He was tough, real tough.
Yeah, watching it in real time, we could tell that one of those shots was a fatal pass-through. I didn't record us finishing the pig off on purpose.
Yeah.
Some people don't like to watch that. A lot of people criticize that. The criticism I don't care so much about, because the bottom line is when you've got an arrow in an animal, you do what it takes to get that animal down.
Absolutely.
Including taking shots that may miss. In the end, do what you can to finish them off quickly. If that means a very brutal knife, that's what it is. Pigs are tough. I got lucky that mine didn't make it far. I didn't even get a pass through. My broadhead was sitting on the far side shoulder. But I think the fact that the arrow was still in helped in my aspect, there was nowhere for the air to escape, and it just built up in the chest cavity. Chris's, I mean, pass-throughs, there's room for that. If you know anything about medical stuff, some of that air can get out. It's still a tough animal. Pigs are tough.
Very tough.
We were hesitant to do this with a bow, reading a lot of stuff online. I'm glad we did. It was an extremely fun experience with the spot and stalk.
Absolutely.
I know Chris said it. We walked over 2 miles. This was 3 hours and didn't see a single pig. This is a 600-acre area that's fenced. The other group I talked about in one of the videos during my morning hunt, 2 of them were out doing a spot and stalk with guns. They only got 1 pig. We covered a lot of ground yesterday with only 5 sightings, because I believe on the first stalk, me and the guy didn't see him, but you saw 2 pigs going up the hill off behind us.
Yeah. And we believe those were probably Russians. From what I understand, ours they might have some Russian mix in with them, but they're feral hogs is what they are. They do have, according to the guide, purebred Russians here, and they're almost impossible to hunt as far as spot and stalk and stand hunting. The only time they actually kill them is with the dogs. And that's what I was wanting when I came down here, but things changed. Once we started talking to the guide, we just figured we were going to take what we can get. We wanted a boar for sure. We wanted a big pig so we can have, bring home quite a bit of meat. And we accomplished that.
Yeah, for sure. I think your pig was estimated out at 275, 300.
Yeah.
Mine was 400-ish. Definitely big, definitely some meat in the fridge, and I don't care what anybody says, it was tough hunting.
Okay.
We absolutely got lucky that we came up on those pigs when we did. We had the wind coming from left or right. The first stalks, we were down in some valleys. The wind swirls a lot here, and actually after the fact we realized the wind was blowing straight to them. They can't see well, but they can hear pretty decent, although from what I understand you can kind of fool their hearing.
Yeah.
But they smell good. They don't smell good.
Yeah.
They're good at smelling. They
Absolutely
stink.
do not smell good.
They absolutely stink. So that's it. Chris wanted a second hog, but I think after last night he was pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with what I've got. That'll fill the freezer.
So we're just kind of hanging out now, waiting for the pigs to get processed, get our skulls cleaned, get some more pictures, and I think we're just gonna hang out and take naps and shoot our bows.
Yep.
So thanks for watching. Like, share. Videoing is really fun, but I need to justify to my wife buying better equipment.
So give us a like.
So thanks for watching, guys.
Appreciate it, guys.